It's Jozy again, back again with another video. Today, I actually want to be discussing the three things that's keeping you stuck in the day-to-day of your agency, right? Now, these are the three things that kept me stuck. And once I solved all these three things, right, I scaled my agency. And not only that, I actually took time back for myself and I could actually enjoy the weekends or enjoy like the evenings, right? Because I was working from 5 a.m. to like 9 p.m. every single day. Okay. And if you don't know who I am, my name is Josiah. I scaled my agency from zero to $50,000 per month in under 90 days. I'm currently helping marketing agency owners do the same thing, working with them one on one. We currently have over 70 plus marketing agency clients, and we help them build out their client acquisition so they can scale, generate more revenue, and essentially have a nicer time in their agency, right? So what I'm going to be going through is literally the three things that's keeping you stuck, right? And I'm just going to go straight into the meat. Now, the first thing that kept me stuck and keeping a lot of my clients stuck into the agency is the multiple niche trap. Now, you can go more granular, so you can go multiple niches or you can go multiple sub niches, right? Now, why this is such a big trap, and I don't see a lot of people talking about it, is like, guys, if you work with, let's say you work with two niches, that means you need two sales scripts, you need two offers. And if you know how hard it is to get one off of the ground, imagine having two offers. You need two price points, you need two delivery mechanisms, you need two types of training for the delivery mechanisms. And you're basically just doubling the amount of work that you need to do, right? Now, some people have five different niches that they're helping. Oh my god, like I already helped one niche and I know how hard that was. Doing it five times, that's like like destroys brain cells. Okay. And a lot of you guys are stuck in the day-to-day because you've just overcomplicated your niche or your agency in this case, because you have so many niches that you need to work with them and you're trying to solve so many problems that if you only work with one niche, you're already solving one problem, and in order to scale, you're just duplicating what you've already done. But if you're solving it for different niches, you have to basically start from ground zero every single time, right? And this can go more granular if you're working with different sub niches. So let's say it's gym launch, right? Working with like just small gym owners instead of fitness chains. They're still in the same fitness niche, but they're working with fitness chains versus small gym owners, right? Because that two different sub niches in the same niche, right? So what you want to do is at first only solve something for a sub niche, because there's going to be a small amount of marketing, you can charge really, really high prices. And then once you finish with that sub niche, then go to other sub niche. And then once you finish with the whole niche, then you can go to another niche. But working with one sub niche is going to make your life so much simpler. And instead of figuring everything out like every single time, you just figure out once and just duplicate it again and again for all the other clients, right? So if you have things, if you look at your agency now, remove clients in different niche, pick the one of the best clients and just try to find more of them. And you're going to literally have the best foundation for you to get out of the day to day. Okay. That's number one. The next thing, and if you guys don't know what this is, basically, it's like a basically like a circle, right? Like a trap, that once you solve every single one of these, you're going to get out of the trap and then actually get out of the day to day. If you know why I've put this arrows in here. Now, the next thing is decentralization. Now, decentralization, and you hear me saying this all again, is one of the biggest things and the biggest hacks for you to get out of your day to day. Because, guys, imagine if like you had to go to this one source of information all this time to figure out everything you have to do for the agency, right? And every time you have to wait for him to wake up, you have to wait for him to finish all his tasks, and then wait for him to get back to you so you can answer the questions so you can work. These are the same thing that your employees are doing. They're waiting for you to finish all the shit you're doing, all the stuff you need to get done to move the business forward so they can actually activate and start working. Now, what that's causing is a bottleneck, because everything, like all the book stops with you and all the information's in your head. So what you want to do is get all the information out into a system, right? And I prefer Notion, so you can use Notion or Google Doc if you want to be on the cheaper side, and get everything out and actually record videos like I'm doing here, sharing that information with your employees. So not only they can work faster, better, they can also work without you being there, right? And and it's a 9 day difference, because it happened to me when I had loads of people doing the delivery and they kept coming for me for advice. So what I'd done is created like FAQ section where I answered every single one of them questions, and I answered it one time. And then when I realized the next week, I had no questions coming to me. And I was like, oh, well, work is easier. Everything's faster, because no one was asking me questions. They had content. They went to talk to Josiah in the content world and actually got questions from him. And what you want to do here, and to make decentralization much easier for you, is you want to go on a Marble like this. You want to note down everything that you're doing, right? And you just want to say, have I made training on all these different parts, right? I'll first look into which parts can I remove first of all, which one can I automate, and then when it comes to delegation, you just want to record content on that part, right? And record a system. And this system, like the better the system is, the like less like skill required to run the system. So you have a system that is usually step by step how to do it. Let's say open your laptop, open in Word, or like doing maths or something. Like anyone can do maths, right? And the better you are explaining it, the less skilled work you need to have in your agency. Okay, so you can essentially, like Ravi Wabala had one VA running his whole 100K a month agency because he was very good at systemization, automation, and essentially delegating effectively. Okay, and then once you've decentralized yourself, the next thing you want to do is hire and automate. Now, in our agency, when we hired Moaz as an operational guy, it was like a 90-day difference. He came into the agency, and in the first day, he went through all of the training. It used to take people 4 or 5 days to go through it. He went in the first day, and like I literally felt like a weight coming off my shoulder because not only like did I have someone that was good, he was such a good in terms of systems, automations and stuff that he was able to automate a lot of the stuff in my agency because I didn't have the coding skills. He was a coder. He knew how to code. He knew how to do all of this stuff in the agency that I didn't even have the skill set yet. And once I added him, it was like a 90-day difference. I could literally just walk away from the desk and I had that trust barrier with him as well that made me feel comfortable giving the business or giving the task to someone else. Because not only could he move fast and get shit done, he got shit done in a high quality and a high standard, right? And another thing as well, he solved his own problems. So if there's things, guys, there's a certain amount of things that you need to do as a peaceful, but there's still going to be that minority of things that you can't even like solve, you can't even make training for because you haven't yet encountered them things. So when you have someone who is an A-star player, not only is he able to do all the tasks, he's also able to solve the tasks that you haven't even accounted for. You haven't made training on that for, right? And when you have someone like that in your business, it's night and day difference. You can actually sleep well at night because you know shit is getting done, right? But that person can only thrive in the best system. That's why you need to have one niche, so he has a very good system, and you need to have decentralization in your business, so he knows where to find all the information, right? And then you want to leverage things like Zapier or Make to automate a lot of things. Like for us, the biggest thing we automated was client reporting. So clients would get automatically reported every single Monday. And guys, I used to hate client reporting. It was like such a low ROI task, but it was so needed to keep the communication between us and the clients. Because the more reported, the higher quality reports we send them. We found that they stuck with us longer, and of course, they just wanted to keep doing it. Right. So the reporting you can use Make, or if I was you and you're really trying to be and you don't have really time have that much time, you can go on Fiverr, you can go on Upwork, look for API and automation guys. You can also go on um, Smartly's kind of group chat, and you can find people who can do all the automations for you, right? I recommend automating reporting, inbox setup, all these stuff, right? So that you can actually use technology and leverage technology and actually just have a system that works without you, right? One of our clients is doing this really, really well in his agency, and he's like, his delivery is basically all automated. Okay. And the more you automate, the less kind of like people you need in your agency to run it, right? So really look in terms of automation because you can run a big agency with just 5 people if you really leverage automations, AI, and everything like that. Okay, so what we need to do is look at your agency and analyze it. Are you working with multiple niches? Is everything stuck in your head? And do you have the right automation and the right key hires in place? Okay, if you need help, like getting everything done in an agency one-on-one, click a link below and it'll just schedule a one-on-one with me, and we'll be able to see if you're a good fit, etc., etc. But if you just want to implement them, by all means, just implement it. Like, subscribe, and just share this video with anyone else you think may be useful. But yeah, that's all it from this video. I'll catch you in the next one, and take care. Bye.